Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Score is 2-2 as we move into the bottom of the third. Kenny Loggins for your entertainment.
Test 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. Test 1, 2, 3.
Are we working?
Let's see how we're doing.
It's going 1080p. Except that
Works. There we go. Good.
you're just a little low.
Okay.
I will adjust that.
All right, here we are at the ballpark.
Where's he? Oh, he's down there. He's on fire, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who was the other one talking?
I'm going to talk with him. So I can do it now. Right.
Turning mine off until.
You just tell me I can go ahead.
Let me test to make sure you're on. Say something.
All right. Here we are at Little Busch Stadium.
Try again.
Here we are at Little Busch Stadium. Getting ready for our live feed. Well, we already should have a live feed, but we're getting ready to broadcast.
Stabilization, though.
Playoff rounds and then our championship game. The game right now is the West Kentucky Wildcats against the Honeybees. And what a game. 2-2.
As far as we can go out.
Honeybees are batting. Good looking groups out here. Great crowd watching the games. An earlier game, I'll get the results from you in just a little bit, or from someone in just a little bit. We got Honeybee put a good shot down. Looks like Jenner or JC advanced on the play. The other player advanced to second, so down and hard ground ball. West Kentucky Wildcats had a little difficulty tracking it down, but we got second and third, 2 out.
No. Can we just wait to broadcast until the actual thing?
Yeah, okay. We'll wait till the next game.
Okay. I keep kicking the... At least scoot back so I don't kick the tripod. I'm good.
Okay. So this goes where, Aaron?
This will go into the phone and go ready to broadcast.
You'll broadcast.
Yes, broadcast on the air.
So the stream
After
is
three,
going
the score is still tied at 2-2.
to the website and YouTube.
to the website. Now, is there any sound?
Once again, I want to mention everybody, we are over 32,000 with the Jay Hodge Foundation. We are over 32,000 for those of you who wasn't here to hear the additional total. Thanks again.
It's over 32,000. Check out the foundation. 2 o'clock. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. The rainstorm came through earlier. Cooled things off nicely. Gave us some much needed rain. Looked like hopefully the skies will stay clear enough so we can get our
proper name
games in. Alright, the Wildcats start off 1 out, but they got a hit from number 5. Here comes Luke Parker. He's a blazer. Ooh, good running out of Wildcats. First and third. 1 out. Like number 23 up. Oh, and a rope down the left field corner. And trouble with the Honeybees, so drives a run in. First and second now. A little low. Looks like number 7 on the Wildcats up to bat. Runners at first and second. Pitch. Oh, and a wonderful play by the shortstop line drive. Runner started, caught Luke off second. Really a tough play for him. He's going on a hit. Great play by the shortstop line. Little Wildcats able to get one in. Looks like going to the bottom of the fourth. Wildcats are up 3-2.
Jenna Jaggers.
All right, Honeybee's up to bat. Looks like Jenna Jaggers starting us off. Ooh, good cut. Luke put a little Vaseline, it looked like, on that ball. A little Vaseline ball. Had a lot of turn on it. Looks like a little high for the second delivery. 1-1. Starting off. And a good chop down. Luke knocks it down. Makes the throw to first, and we have our first out. Our next Honeybee up to bat. First delivery.
That's it.
A little outside, but she swung at it, so we have 0-1. Second delivery. Good curve ball, but she got a piece of the second. And the second baseman makes the play to first. And we have 2 down. And a number of games still in store. If you're out and about, have time, come on down to the ballpark. And we have our next batter up, and first delivery is a strike. Down the middle, swinging strike. Here comes the second from Luke. Parker, ooh, beautiful ball. That Wiffle ball's got some turn. We got a little wind out here. Wind's blowing in, so don't know how many Big Macs we'll give away today. All right, play made, but foul ball and the catch is made, so we have third out. So move to the top of the fifth, and we have the West Kentucky Wildcats leading 3-2. Musical entertainment in the background. Wasted no time. Here come the Honeybees coming to the plate. That ball just a little inside. Catches number 14 of the Wildcats. But he's back in. Shakes it off. Reaches for it. Good little hit down the third base line, and he's going to be safe at first. Start off single. The Wildcats. We have left-hander coming up. Cuts. Little fly ball, catcher not able to get to it, so we have foul ball, strike 1. Here comes the delivery. Ooh, she threw the high here and had him swinging. Got 0-2. Oh, and got him with the inside delivery. Strike 3. Tough pitching now by the Honeybees. So we have 1 down. Runner at first. Here's the delivery. Strike on the outside corner, number 10 for the Wildcats. Coming in. Good looking umpiring crew. Got down on the regular behind the plate. Looks like Bob Hayes on the third base line. And we have a delivery. It's a ball. We get 1-2. Looks like Joey East out in the center. Oh, and a rip through the middle between the shortstop, third base. Good single by the Wildcats. Threatening here. Got 2 on, 1 out. Number 99 of the Wildcats up. Get a delivery, a ball outside. And there's a rip down the middle. We got to play at second for first out. I'm sorry, for our second out. Force out at second. So we got runners at the corners. 2 outs. Number 3 for the Wildcats up. Ooh, I think that wind got a little of that ball. up on the other side of the batter. Dropped his bat appropriately, otherwise it could have caught that bat. And there's a hit right down the middle. Great play by the pitcher over to first for the third out. So the Honeybees able to hold the Wildcats from scoring. And moving into the bottom of the fifth, we have the Wildcats still up 3-2.
Move your mic a little closer.
Okay, here we start off the bottom of the fifth. Parker comes to the plate. Wildcat takes a rip, run down the middle. Oh, but good play by the second baseman. Over the first, 1 out. Good hit by the Honeybees. I don't have all the roster in front of me, so I don't know all the names.
Let me see if I can get a sheet.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get a sheet.
See if I got it. Okay, we're going to try. We got our first, we got 1 out. First delivery is a strike to our Honeybee. That was a big curve by Luke. It was probably aided by the wind, but moves in for a strike. Started at the batter, tough one to swing at. Payoff pitch, and strike 3. Parker settled down after letting 2 runs in the first. Delivery to the plate, another nice pitch. Good swing by the Honeybee. Our second delivery. Oh, big curve, big sweeping curve by Luke Parker. Catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2. That another sweeping curve, but it didn't quite get to the inside, so we got 1 and 2.
There you go.
All right, there's hit down the middle, played by the pitcher, and out. So we move to the top of the 6th with the Wildcats winning 3-2. Hey, son. Drum knot 1 2. I'm sorry. Drum knot 1 1 1, and it's a capital D. Get it? Drum knot, capital 1. Because I'm broadcasting right now. Got it? You got it?
As good as it can get.
Okay.
I'm gonna write down better. I ain't got a pen, so.
Okay, we got the.
I can type it out. I'll type it.
Oh, we got the Wildcats. Started off the top of the 6th with a couple fine hits. And able to bring a run in. So, 4-2. Still threatening, no one out. Runners at first and second. And there's a rip through the middle. Play to third. Oh. Threw the ball and hit the runner and got Luke out on a great play by the left fielder, throwing the ball into third for the force, but actually got the runner, hit the runner with the ball, with the force and wiffle ball. That player is then out. So 1 out now. Player still at first and second. And ball pitched to the plate. Foul tip. Strike 1, looks like 1 and 1. Number 14 for the Wildcats. Ooh, another fine swing. But a foul tip. And 1 and 2.
They're not numbered.
That's okay, I'll just trying to get some of the players' names here so I can add some texture to the broadcast. Here's final ball to the plate, and ripped down to third base line, but JC That's JC down there. Makes a great play, scoops it up, touches third for the force out. 2 outs. Runs first, second, and a rip down into the right field thing. Brings in a Wildcat. Here comes another. Oh, blocks the plate. And he keeps running. And some chaos down at the plate as the runner continues to round the bases. There was a Honeybee took out one of the West Kentucky players, but the player was able to come back before being tagged, touch the base, and then the West Kentucky Wildcat continued to run and scored as the melee confusion was still going on at home plate. So a rally by the Wildcats here in the top of the 6th. My numbers are correct. I think we have 3 runs scored this inning. And now we have runners 2 out rally. We have runners at first and second. I'm sorry, first and third, and we have a foul ball. First and third are back. Respective positions. And pitch to the plate, a little high and inside. Looks like 1-1. And outside ball, struck by number 3 of the Wildcats, but a fine play by the shortstop of the Honeybees. So we move to the bottom of the 6th, which is our final inning. The Honeybees with some work to do as the West Kentucky Wildcats end up scoring 4. So we have a total of 7-2. So the Honeybees got to put up 6 runs and end this game. So Parker to the plate. First one's a ball, second ball. A wonderful curl for a strike. Man, Honeybee puts it down. Played third to the first, and the first baseman not able to handle that rope coming over. Honeybee safe at first, so we're moving on. Looked like one of the Jaggers coming up. Ball a little outside. She didn't go for it. Ball 1. Next one comes in. That sweeping curve. Lukes gets over the plate. And a little foul tip. So 1-1. Here's the next delivery. A little high. 2-1. And a knuckleball. Down third base. Third base makes a nice scoop. Throw over to second for the force out. No chance for a double play on that. So force out's good. And we move to our next batter. Ball a little outside. Ball 1. Runner at first. Looks like a little knuckleball coming in. Keeps it over the plate. 1-1. Outside curve again. Great play by the third baseman. Charges the ball, makes the throw to second for the force. Honeybees down to their last out. Field conditions look great considering all the rain we had this morning. First delivery by Parker is a ball inside. Here comes second. And chopped that by the batter. Putting no man's land between the pitcher and the third base and shortstop, and able to make it to first base in time. So we get runners first and second. And it looks like JC Jaggers. JC or Jenna. Lord knows I can't keep it straight. And a nice rip down third base, but a great play by the third baseman to end the game.
Oh, that was fun.
What a hard-fought battle by these two fine teams. They line up to congratulate each other.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
we'll take a short break,
the
and we'll be back.
Wildcats will go to the next round and face the Division I winner, the Crittenden Free Press, at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. We'll also mention there are free programs with schedules at the concession stand. Thank you all.
All right, so we have a break in the action.
We'll start this next game in about 2 minutes. Thank you.
The next game will be starting in just a couple minutes. So
we look as
you can pick up our live feed, WPKY online. Appreciate the Parkers and hosting the Jake Hodge Wiffle Ball Tournament here at beautiful Little Busch Stadium in Princeton, Kentucky. Hope you stay tuned for our next game. We'll get you the lineups and the teams in just a moment. Thank you. You running commercial or anything there? Or
no, it's staying running right now.
It's just going to stay.
It's the Stork is playing regular right now.
Oh, it's going to playing regular right now. Okay, perfect.
Whenever we do the actual things, just tell me and I'll follow in.
Okay, so that's great. If you can do that, I'm going to try to get a roster.
Yeah, that would help.
For who our next game is, okay?
Because I'm probably going to make like an overlay and this. Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go. You broke it.
I'm gonna go up there.
You got a roster? Joe's trying to find one.
Okay, well, if he can find one, Ken said after this game he would make sure we get one. So I'm not going to bug him, but if Joe can bug him, but
I'm letting Joe go ahead and try. But yeah, here's the other headset.
Where's Tom this weekend?
Huh?
Where's Tom this weekend?
Illinois.
All right, Bobo, I'll be your color man. Not much color, but...
Ken's going to give us lineups after this game.
Okay.
Unless you've got some already.
No, Katie's she was gonna work on it, but I asked her as well.
Okay.
Now this is whoever wins this is then the championship game, I guess. Where are we at?
No, they keep playing off until they get to a final championship game, and I've got that in the book there, the pairing.
But this is still another playoff game.
Yes. This is still on the advance. This would be like the quarterfinals.
Okay, excellent.
All right, guys. Next round's gonna be the Fredonia boys and the UC Mini Jams, all the way from Union County.
You want to sit back here?
If you can scoot over.
Yeah, well, I'll let you get in the middle.
Okay.
Or however you want to do it.
Well, let me. This is the one that has the longest headset.
Yes, that's the longest.
So
that's why I have
whoever sits there gets this one.
Now here's the
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. We had it a little backwards. I'll move my drink over here. I'm going to try and create basic graphics real quick. Hey, do we have anything I can like set this table up on so it's not wobbling?
This,
You want to go ask if they got like a box or something?
we'll find.
I'm trying to make some graphics if I can.
I hear her, she's up here. Hey, did he hit you in the back?
He went in
There.
Okay, so that's where you get that wherever.
I'm trying to create some graphics if I can.
Do what?
I'm gonna try and create some graphics.
Okay. This is practice.
Yeah.
You see that Jeff?
Oh, sweet.
So Bob,
Nowhere near as
what we'll
bad.
do is we'll get you guys a copy of lineups, and I'll make sure everybody knows we're broadcasting the games live on WPKY Online.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure about that.
We're gonna.
Bob on the radio.
And we can start with the next game. That way y'all can get set up and get ready.
Okay. Well, we were already doing the last game.
Oh, are you gonna do some color
I
commentating?
was already doing. Yeah. I was doing the broadcast. It wasn't very good.
I love
it. Doing it.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, we'll pick up here.
We can get going here, but I
can
want
get
to
a
try.
snap. Hey, give me your phone. I'll snapshot the mini jams lineup for you. Do you see mini jams? Well, you need to write it on something.
Yeah, if we can get it, or you just. Yeah, you just.
I'll
take
just send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
And y'all can write it down.
Hey, it's Union County and the Fredonia boys.
You see mini jams. Union County mini jams. Boys, yeah.
Take us live, Darren. I'll bring us the Bob gets in.
And Fredonia
You guys, I
boys.
want to take a moment to everybody understand we are
What do you want?
going to be broadcasting
And
these
Fredonia
games live on Facebook
Stork?
Live, courtesy of
Go through Stork?
WPKY Online. Joe McAnally.
What do you want?
Bring us live.
Radio station helping us out today. Live broadcast on WPKY
Over the air.
Online.com, so you can see that Sports Center highlight later on tonight if you want to watch it. Thank you all.
Let me connect. This is going to be a little bit stressful.
We didn't. We got it.
Yes, it worked.
Say when.
Yeah.
Which one?
You're 3.
I'm 3. And Joe is 2.
No, Joe is 3. You're 2.
I'm 2. Okay.
Yeah. Call. 90-38.
Okay, now I heard something.
Should be on. We should be on.
All right, we're back at Little Busch Stadium. Finally, I brought in a professional to help with some of the broadcasting here. We started our next game already. Here comes Mr. Bob Hayes, the voice of Little Busch Stadium.
Thank you, Joe. It's good to be back on the get some experience because we got a scrimmage coming up here this coming Friday night. We're going to do a little bit of that at the high school, but in this we just ended the top half of the first inning with, I wish they would clear the scoreboard.
Yeah, we're going to need some help on that scoreboard.
Probably no runs being scored.
If I could have a volunteer for the scoreboard, that would be great.
And so at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's the Union County Mini Jams 0, Fredonia boys coming to bat. Leading off for Fredonia is Craig Wyatt. And on the first pitch, he pops up and it's nabbed about the second baseman for out number 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning for Fredonia.
Actually, I think this is the top
of the second.
Yes, top of the second.
And a ground ball by Caleb Perkins. Caleb was thrown out at first base.
Yeah, nice play by the shortstop.
And 2 outs here in the top of the second. Next up is Brent Jones. Ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled, no play. And Brent Jones will reach first base safely.
Blazing speed.
Next up will be little Cade Rowland. And a little ball hit to the third base. We'll throw the second, not in time for the 4th out.
Great ball, down and hard.
And our umpires today are Joe East down the third baseline, David Young at second base, Bobby East at first, behind the plate Dono. Next batter up is Bobby Tucker. And Bobby watches the first pitch go outside. And the next pitch outside again, 2 balls and no strikes. runners at first and second for the Fredonia boys. And the next pitch coming in is laced into left field and nabbed out there by the left fielder for out number 3. And so here in the top of the second, the Fredonia boys get no runs. And at the end of 1 and 1/2 innings of play, it's Fredonia boys 0 and the UC Mini Jams nothing. First pitch into the Mini Jams batter, and we don't have their lineup, I don't think. We do have their lineup, and they don't have numbers, so we're lost there. It's either a Taft or a Phillips. There's several Phillips and several Tafts.
That's right.
And so with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning, Union County has a young man at the plate. Next pitch is fouled back here out of play. Some interesting rules about wiffle ball. If you foul a ball on the 3rd strike, it's an out. And if you can pop it up and get it over the batter's head, it's an out if caught by the catcher on the 3rd strike, or any strike for that matter. Craig White on the mound for the Fredonia boys. Ground ball back to him, and the play is made at first base for out number 1 here. Out number 2. And it's either a Taft or a Phillips at the plate. Swings and misses on the first pitch.
Wind's blowing in, Bob, and I don't know if there's going to be a lot of home runs today.
There were none in the first game, or first 2 games, and the ground ball was shortstop. A great long throw over to Bobby Tucker at first base for the out, and there is it for the Union County Mini Jams there in the bottom of the second. At the end of 2 complete innings of play, we're still tied here, 0-0. We're getting into championship play here, and you see the teams, obviously, that have advanced this far are pretty decent and play this game pretty well. Leading off for the Fredonia boys here in the top of the 3rd is Derek Perkins. He'll be followed by his brother, Justin Perkins. And we have no numbers for them, but we know who these kids are. Ground ball to third baseman, up throw to first is not in time. Derek beats it out on a great amount of hustle here. Next batter up is Justin Perkins. Looks at a pitch inside. Ball 1. Top of the 3rd we're in right now. Next pitch in is laced over the third baseman's head into the left field corner. And throw in from the left fielder gets Derek Perkins on the leg, and that is allowed here in Wiffle ball. If you hit in the air of the ball, that runner's out if he's not on the base. 1 out here. Next up is Dylan Riley. And at second base, we have Justin Perkins. 1 out here, no score. Swung on and missed by Dylan Riley. On deck is Billy Hooks. In the hole is Craig White. Next pitch in from the Union County pitcher is inside. And here's the next pitch coming in. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's out number 2.
Don't walk in front of them.
Yes.
Walk around.
Craig White. Billy Hooks swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Wild throw to first. Out of play. The run will score. And Billy Hooks will be awarded second base on the overthrow. And these balls, Joe, are taking off and curving and twisting. And with this wind, you never know what. The flag in center field is limp, but there's wind out here. Craig White, ground ball to third baseman, up throw to first, not in time. Billy Hooks will take third and stay there. Craig White, the runner at first base. And Caleb Perkins is our hitter. First pitch to him. His line drive to the pitcher, knocks it up in the air and catches it for the 3rd out here in the top of the 3rd. But
got to run in.
And Fredonia takes the lead here. At the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it's Fredonia boys 1, and UC Mini Jams nothing.
Yeah, that's hitting that ball.
All right, guys. A couple of announcements to make. We got 2 Titans tickets on Christmas Eve. If anybody wants to come, give us an offer for them.
And
we'll
we had rain this morning, but apparently it didn't rain much out here because everything looked dry when I drove in. With the other,
the new total was 32,320. 32,320. Thank you.
We just got a new total, Joe. Did you catch that?
I did not, but I'll make sure next time, Bob. It sounds like another record, though.
It had to be higher than the 32 we just heard at the end of the first game.
Just amazing generosity.
Yes. Union County in at the bottom of the 3rd from second pitch in from Craig White is swung on and missed.
Let's see if I can't find that.
And swung on a fly ball to the left fielder, nabbed up one of Perkins.
I can figure it out.
And one of the Union County hitters up. And it looks like Sarah Phillips, probably the only lady they have in their lineup, so we've got it that way.
Yes.
And next up looks like a little Hudson Phillips. And swings and misses at the first pitch. Next pitch in from Craig White is swung on and missed for strike 2. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd. The next pitch in, the ground ball to third baseman, up, throw to first for the 3rd out. We're going to have to have somebody on the scoreboard. And so Hudson Phillips is grounded out here to end the 3rd inning. They get no runs. And at the end of 3 complete innings of play, it is Fredonia 1 and the Union County Mini Jams 0.
Also, the Titan Ram game is at 12 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Thank you.
And leading it off here for the Fredonia boys is Brent Jones. Ground ball to shortstop, up over to first, is in time for the out.
Great play by that first baseman because that ball was moving.
Got to be a pretty sure-handed first baseman and be quick today. Next pitch in to Cade Rowland is a called strike. Next pitch in to Cade is a ground ball to shortstop. Throw is wide this time, out of play, and Cade Rowland will be given second base. One out here, runner in scoring position for the Fredonia boys, and Bobby Tucker stepping into the lineup. First pitch to him is low for ball 1.
Wasting no time, tried to catch him sleeping.
Next pitch is fouled down the left field line and won't be caught. Out of play, count 1-1 to Bobby Tucker. Umpires today are working a 4-man crew for this game, 3rd game of the day. Next pitch into Bobby is low. Count to him now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch on the way, swung on a miss for strike 2. Count now 2, Bobby Tucker 2-2. Runner at second, Cade Rowland. And the next pitch is high outside. The count is full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fredonia with a 1-run lead here. Next pitch to Tucker is inside for ball 4. And he is awarded first base. Back to the top of the lineup with Derek Perkins. One out here in the top of the 4th. First pitch into Derek is outside for ball 1. Next pitch to Derek is a ground ball knocked down by the pitcher, cannot recover and make a play. And the Fredonia boys now have the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. Nobody with 1 out. And up is Justin Perkins. Strike 1 to Justin Perkins. The next pitch in is a little tap in front of the plate and the attempted throw to hit the runner from third is wild, misty, and so Fredonia has now scored their second run and still have the bases loaded. Probably a point-blank miss there. Joey had about 3 feet to nab him, but he didn't.
A small target, though. That's number 11.
Dylan Riley is in the batter's box now. First pitch to him is wide for ball 1. Next pitch is right down central. Strike 1, count 1-1 with Dylan Riley. On deck is Billy Hooks. The next pitch in to Dylan is outside, counting out 2 balls and 1 strike. And the next pitch is swung on a foul tip. Counting out 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here, 1 run in for the Fredonia boys. And a swing and a smash into left field. And the left fielder into the third baseman for the force out. 2 outs, but another run does cross plate. And runners at first and second. Billy Hook steps in. Give Dylan Riley an RBI on that one. And the swung and the ground ball bobbled by the third baseman. Can't not recover in time to get the force out at third base. And now we have the bases loaded again.
Looks like Ken's team's ready to work. They got one of the Perkins boys, Little Hurt. He's fine though, down at third.
And Craig White swings on the first pitch and fouls it.
That's one of the high points of these Orthopedic Associates year.
Well, Allison has this wiffle ball tournament thing. Have 4 appointments within that next week, that's for sure.
Business goes up.
Swung on a miss by Craig White. Craig in the hole now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the next pitch into him, it bounces in there for ball 2, 2-2. The next pitch in is a ground ball back to the pitcher, throw to his shortstop, and we've got a ball thrown out of play. The pitcher missed it, the shortstop grabbed it, threw it away, and we had 2 runs scored with it, 1 on the air and then 1 on the overthrow. So it looks like Fredonia's plated 4 runs here. In the top of the 4th, next up is Caleb Perkins. He swings on the first pitch and misses. Next pitch in from Union County is fly ball to center field. It gets past the center fielder. Looks like 2 runs are going to score. That might be the 6th run there. Apparently not. Yeah, it is the 6th run there. So Union County, and that's an automatic with 6 runs being scored. That will end the inning. And so after 3 1/2 innings of play, Fredonia boys lead this 1-0.
Once again, appreciate all the sponsors and all the individuals who come out to enjoy the game. Started Friday evening, wrapping up with our championship.
The first pitch in from Craig to Landon Taft. Line drive back to the pitcher. Craig now will imitate dropping the ball and getting
taking a lot of abuse.
Yeah, hoots and catcalls from the Union County mothers over here. Especially Landon's line. Next pitch at Eric Phillips. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
I think he's going to learn this.
And the next pitch in, swung on and missed for strike 2. Can't get it?
No, get the name.
And the next pitch in, he bobbled in time to retire Derek Phillips. Actually, they're batting everybody today.
Yeah,
this is Carmen Phillips. Nolan Phillips is the one who lined out to start land with Axton and Shelton on the ground ball. And now Carmen Phillips has just swung and fouled off the ball. No balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch in the fouled, and that will be strike 3. The bottom of the 4th inning here for Union County. Union County with no runs here in the bottom of the 4th, heading into the 5th inning, and after 4 complete innings of play, Fredonia boys lead this one 7-0.
No time. Keep them moving here at the ballpark, don't they?
Ken's expecting a front, I think, coming through, Joe, I believe. And we don't have time to breathe up here. Even look at our paper. First up is Brent Jones, and Brent goes homeward into the Big Mac Pavilion and left.
What? I saw the flag moving in, so amazing display of power.
Brent's little sister, Joe, to give you a little family history here, is Misty Tumero.
Oh, okay.
Next up is...
Looks like the pitcher might have been a little upset.
Is that Bob Gibson on the mound?
Yeah, right. Threw one high and tight inside.
Cade rolling at the plate. Next pitch to him is lofted to the shortstop for out number 1. Here, and Bobby Tucker hitter. Bobby golfs one and up in the air, caught by the pitcher after a couple bobbles. 2 outs now for the Fredonia boys. Fredonia boys with 1 run on the board here, courtesy of a Brent Jones home run. Next pitch in is swung on and foul tip. Great stab by the home plate umpire Dono McGregor. Count 1-1 to Justin. The next pitch way wide. 2-1 strike. And the next pitch, a ground ball. Shortstop cannot get it into center field. And Justin has reached first on a single. Next up is Dylan Riley. Yes, and first pitch to Jacob is swung on and missed. 1 out here for the Union County Mini Jams. The next pitch in from Craig White is high and tight. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Derek Phillips. Oh, we got a pinch runner now. We're going to get that might be Nolan Phillips in. I'm not real sure. Probably faster than whoever base he took.
Pitch running.
And smash into left field. And
the 15th mini jam.
Unless you get a core shot on that lead runner, Bob, I don't think he'll throw that ball at catch him.
Got runners at first and second. And first pitch in to Mason Tapp is a called strike. 1 out here, runners at first and second. Next pitch in is popped up, and Cade Rowland makes the catch for the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 5th. Isaac Phillips stepping into the box now. And the pitch into him is a little inside for ball 1. Craig White back to the mound. His next pitch in is the ground ball to the third baseman. The throw to second is safe, not in time. Oh, nonchalant action. Derek, I think, didn't want to tag the little kid out at third, and I agree with him. When women get on you, it's all over with.
That's a wise play by Derek.
Yeah, I have to congratulate him. We might want to give him a big night card.
Yeah, I think he deserves that.
Fredonia, or excuse me, Union County, the base is loaded here, and Chris Tapp is now batting, and popped up here. This may end the game. Billy Hooks is under it, and
all right, guys,
and that is game.
That's going to do it. Let's have a round of applause to the UC Mini Jams.
Go down to defeat here for the Fredonia boys by a score of 9-0.
Lineup this year, and of course, the Fredonia boys will be advancing to the next round of the play. If you notice, the UC Mini Jams have T-shirts. They're all in order of their birth, so that's pretty cool.
Our next game is going to be between the Caldwell County Tigers and Kent's Crew,
who won this first game today.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so Let's see what we can do here. Maybe keep a little bit. Nathan, anybody tuned or called in, Joe, this going out on the air with good, loud connections?
Let us know. You can text me or text Darren.
My number
let us know how it sounds out there.
My number ain't public.
Doing our test.
While we're doing this, we do like to be heard.
Fredonia County people.
And so the next one is...
Or comment on the stream.
You're going to be sitting right here.
Yeah, next game looks like the Tigers who handily managed the McCrew, which
that was a surprising game last night.
there was some mental letdowns by the McCrew. Management's going to go back to the drawing board after the offseason. Might be some significant player trade.
Yeah, we're having a coin flip here between the Tigers and the high school baseball team and Kent's Crew. And there's the coin flip, and looks like Kent's Crew won the toss.
All right, next game we got Kent's Crew and the Caldwell County Tiger baseball team. Kent's Crew has won the toss. They'll be the home team today. The winner of this game will play the Fredonia group at 4:45. Farmers Bank game time is 2:59, and we're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is our goal today. Thank you all.
And we have Kent's Crew taking the field and getting seniors or with the Caldwell Tigers who keep up with them for the batting order. Noel Brown will lead off and bat first. I would imagine Gabe East will hit second. Well, they got this wrong. This is Gabe East.
Starts off, Kent's Crew. Moves down with the strike.
Is Luke batting?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Okay, I missed that one. The ground out.
No, little fly to shortstop.
C to 6 for 1. And Gabe East lines off the pitcher's knee, recovered, and throwing first is not in time.
It's over to second base. Here comes the McCrew killer, Bryce Thomas.
Now, Bryce last night, a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer to hurt the McCrew team.
Yeah, one from both sides, too. Right?
Yeah. And a ground ball and no play at first. Bryce Thomas will reach on the single. And at third base is Gabe East. Jace Felker stepping into the box. First pitch to him is low.
Hey, this Tiger team has some speed.
Next pitch is a called strike. After Jace will be Shane Burns. And, Jace wings and fouls it off. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next one is off the pitcher's leg again. And Jace will come on with the first run here. At first base is Jace Felker. Shane Burns looks at a call on deck as Oliver Parker. Next pitch in, Shane is curved around on the outside corner. And I had to get this team, the first place, Gabe board as a wicked curve. Swung on and lashed into the right field power alley. Here comes, and no play at the plate, so Bryce Thomas scores.
A little score.
Southern County Tigers take a 2-0 lead here. Runners at first and second.
Oliver with the nice hairdo.
Yes. Oliver pops it up and is grabbed by the catcher. And Tate Van Hoosier.
Nice
And a smash fair inside the line. But all Tate can get is a single. Retrieved quickly out there by the left fielder.
Bases loaded.
And Ty Ramey. He's got 6-7 of them. First pitch is high. It was way high.
Sucker pitch.
And the next one is a little breaking ball that swung on and missed. Next pitch in is inside for ball 2. Count now is 1 ball. There's a little ground ball. Third baseman over to first is in time. Ty Ramey grounds out. Play goes 5-3.
Just got him. Just enough to keep it up.
So the Tigers here in the top half of the first inning get 2 runs. But at the end of 1/2 inning of play, the Tigers lead here 2-0.
Parker back to the mound.
And Oliver, first pitch in to Nick Castiller. Next pitch in is wide.
2-0.
Count now 2 balls and no strikes. The next one in is launched in the air foul. Nobody can get there equidistant between 3 people chasing it. Next pitch in is a ground ball, shortstop over to first, in time. Nice play. 6-3. Nick Castiller grounds out. And in the box now is Bobby Glenn Stevens. First pitch into him, popped up. The third baseman is there with the catch. Play goes P5 for the second out here. Max Wadlington is in the box now. First one in low. Next one is foul back here, just behind the catcher's umpire's position. And Max singles into center field.
They had the shift on for him, Bob, and he played it accordingly.
Something I saw last night, this team will shift around, move around.
Yes, they did.
Gabe Board, the cleanup hitter, is launching Gabe Board with a 2-run homer here in the bottom of the first has tied this thing.
He launched that one.
It was well over the wind, not wind aided on that one. Smashed. Next up is Ethan Hunt. This game figures to be really competitive, Joe.
Sure, next time, Blount County boys, all guys.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of friendship, but a lot of...
And some Crittenden County mixture here. Next one in is swung on and missed by Ethan Hunt.
That's true.
The Castillers are Crittenden County. Bobby Stevens is Crittenden. Ethan Hunt's Crittenden. Next one, Ethan Hunt is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's 3 outs here. And so we're tied here at the end of 1 inning of play. The Tigers 2, Kent's crew also 2. Back around to the Tiger lineup, and leading it off here in the second inning will be John Davis. First pitch into him is a little breaking ball called strike. Next pitch is popped up and win, and it's out. Caught by the third baseman, P5. And Luke McCarty, excuse me, Luke Brown. Luke swings on the second pitch and fouls it off. And Luke, a ground ball to third baseman. Over the first, not in time, but the fast, speedy Luke Brown beats that one out.
I knew what he was doing. He just hit that ball straight down to the ground.
Took off and ran. Hit it and dig. First pitch in to Noah Brown is a call strike. Luke's brother. Next pitch into him is inside. Count 1-1 to Noah Brown. Next one in is also inside for ball 2. Next one, little curveball popped up, and Gabe Board on the mound will take care of it for the third out to retire the side here in the top of the second. Tigers get no runs. Maybe that's the second out, excuse me. Gabe Board now up, over first, is in time. They go 4-3.
Wow.
Now we got 3 outs. And so at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, we're all tied up here at Little Busch Stadium, 2-2. Leading off here for the Kent's crew will be Mason Myers. First pitch into him is popped up, and it's going to fall in the infield for a base hit.
Perfectly placed, Bob.
And I'm not sure if they had a shift on in or not, but there was nobody within 5 feet of the bag. Next pitch to the next hitter, Alex Hosby. Fly ball to center field, which is nabbed for the first out here in the bottom of the second. And next up is Cody Bell. And first pitch in is wide. Next pitch in is a call strike, the same type of pitch. Oliver just got it further inside. Next pitch is inside for ball 2. Next pitch is a smash to third base line and knocked down by Jace Ryan, but cannot make the play.
Took a little something off that one.
And Kyle Castiller is the hitter. And Castiller fly ball out to left field. Luke Brown has it for the second out. First pitch into Nick Castiller, the leadoff hitter.
A little low.
The next one from Oliver is a call strike on the inside corner.
Parker boys know how to work that curveball, Bubble.
Whoa.
That one. Looked like that might have hit the ball.
Yeah, he may have had his pinky in one of the slots in that ball. Next pitch in, go wide. 3-1, and the next pitch in is a call strike, full count now. 2 outs here, and a pop up to the first baseman, and Shane Burns has it for the third out here. And so, at the end of 2 complete innings of play, we're still tied here, 2-2. Entering the top of the third inning, the Tigers will send up Bryce Thomas. Bryce, hitting from the left side, takes the first pitch in for a call strike. The next pitch is bounces up there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next one, inside corner for a call strike 2. Next pitch in, swung on in, it's for strike 3.
Big crowd out in Pretty Mac Land today, Bobby.
It looks like a youthful movement out there.
That's right.
Jace Ryan Felker into the box, swings and misses on a Gabe Board curveball. And the next pitch in from Gabe is the same thing, a curveball. Nice break on that ball. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and foul, but that's third strike, second out. Shane Burns, this game's going to be moving quick now. I think everybody's developed what kind of pitching they want to do. Shane looks at one inside for ball one. Next one, swung on and missed. Big rip at it.
Looking to take one over the championship.
1-1 in there, lofted, and will it get fouled? It's fair. Shane has homered here to break the tie. And with that ball that high in the air and the wind the way it is, you didn't want to be too early in saying what that one was.
Yeah, that was wind was blowing to right, but he was able to start it off in their territory and stayed out there.
And Oliver Parker, big swing and miss on the first pitch to him. It kind of hurt my back, Joe, when I see that kind of swing.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, the next pitch in bounces up there. Count now even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
I imagine ibuprofen would be a big sponsor.
And Oliver wanting a Big Mac coupon. Swinging for the fences.
Yes, he is.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count to him, and the next pitch on the way.
Oh,
A little half effort bunt.
shortens it up a little, but not able to put it out there.
I didn't know whether he was trying to bunt or what. So curveballs can tie you up that way.
Looked like the coach was making them run straights. It's penalty.
But the Tigers do take the lead back here in the top of the third. 3-2 by virtue of the Shane Burns home run. And Bobby Stevens is in the box, and he looks for a ball inside. The next pitch in is inside again. Next pitch in is a fly ball to center fielder, and Gabe East out there has it for the first out here.
And Max
Wadlington's in the box batting from the left side. First pitch in is swung on, and another fly ball to the center fielder. 2 quick pitches, 2 quick outs.
Gabe covering a lot of ground. Noah a little upset he didn't get an opportunity for the call. Nothing called him right off.
Like we say in high school, when that ball goes to center fielder and Gabe East back there, it's going to the graveyard.
That's right.
And Gabe Board up. He accounted for the 2 Lyon County runs with a homer in the first inning. Takes a pitch for a call strike. Wide swinging on the next one. Nasty. Gabe still pondering that earlier pitch that was called. And the next pitch in is fouled for the 3rd out to end the inning here. So, through 3 complete innings of play here, the Tigers lead Kent Screw 3-2. Entering the top of the 4th inning, and you're right, Joe, we get 0. We got 15 seconds between these kids are ready to play, and could have played 10 seconds ago. First pitch, Van Hoosier running is out at first. Play from the 3rd baseman. And when you got
some wheels,
and when you got to get that, when you know somebody's running and you get to shoot that ball over there, it may break about 3 different times. So
right.
You need a great first baseman in this type of play. Ty Ramey leaned into the strike zone and hit him.
Umpire McGregor didn't care for that lean in, did he? Making a statement.
Yes, don't do that again. Next pitch in, bounces up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Ooh, one of those curveballs again. Ty caught looking. And next up is John Davis. He looks at one on the inside corner for a call, strike 1. And a fly ball lofted and will be grabbed by the
play was made, yes.
Fly ball to the left fielder.
Covered a lot of area, a lot of territory there.
Out there.
Jumped into the stands and made that play.
And you can run past the white line here. The white line is only for overthrows. You can go as far as you need to reach a fly ball.
Very good.
And in the batter's box now is Ethan Hunt. Looks at a called strike. Swing and miss on the second pitch for strike 2. And the next pitch from Oliver is fouled out of play, but third strike. So one out here. Mason Myers. First pitch to him is in there with the knees for
Oliver settled in.
Got it going now. Fly ball to center fielder Gabe East, who was playing right center. But it went to the graveyard.
Good shift in, just smart positioning.
And Alex Cosby, first pitch to him is a called strike. And the next pitch is rounded down the third baseline. Foul, just barely missing the edge of the base. 2 strikes to Alex Cosby. The next pitch in from Oliver is fouled again. And Mr. Cosby swinging, falling down.
Beautiful inside cutter.
Yes.
Parker's got some different pitches.
Oliver really mixing it up right now. At the end of 4 innings of play here at Little Busch Stadium, Tigers lead this one 3-2. Game moving quickly. Luke Brown will lead it off here for the Tigers.
Isn't Luke playing down at Murray?
He is on baseball scholarship at Murray. Smash down the left field line foul.
Great score, very proud of it.
Was instrumental in our run to the state tournament last year. And the next pitch is one of those foul third strikes. And in now is his little brother Noah.
Nope, that's still
in a tap. And I'm not sure the ball was thrown and hit Noah, but Noah may have been on the base.
No, that's Luke still.
Or, excuse me.
So he only had 2 strikes on before, so put one down the first baseline and
beat it out.
Outran it.
And Noah into between short and third. Play was at second base, but they couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it.
First and second now. Wind picking up. Gabe East. Little bounce back, a bobble by Gabe Board, and no play in first. And the Tigers with the bases loaded here in the top of the fifth. Bryce Thomas hitting from the left side. Whoa.
He called it off his bat.
Yeah. No, it's off his shoulder. It's one of those deals.
Oh, he's saying.
One of those, I don't know, he was leaning on that one.
Right, I don't think he was either, but
Smash.
oh,
Out at home. Yeah. Play goes 1-2 for out number 1 here.
smash to the pitcher and able to bring it right home.
Base is still loaded. Ryan Felker. Into him is inside for ball 1. Bryce will reach on the fielder's choice. Next one is.
He's calling that off the bat for a foul tip.
So count now, Jace Ryan evens at 1-1. Next one. Swung on a foul tip for strike 2. One of those opportunities, if you're a Tiger fan, you don't want to let it get past you.
No, we want to get this running.
And the next one is popped up. The third baseman has it. Not far, not deep enough to score the run. And Shane Burns. They're going to, no, I was going to say, they walk in with 4-7 run. And the fly ball to medium center fielder.
Drops it.
And the Tigers able to plate 2 runs on that error.
Yeah, depending on who gets that floor out there. But you hate to see that. But that's why you always keep running, Bubba.
Exactly.
They scored 2.
And popped up on the next hitter, Oliver, for the third out here. Oliver popping to the pitcher. He won for the third out. But the Tigers scoring, Noah Brown scoring, as well as Gabe East, adding 2 more runs here in the top of the 5th, and then now they take a 5-2 lead here going into the bottom of the 5th.
2 important runs.
Two runs here, yeah. And back to action here. The first hitter up here, Cody Belt, takes a call, strike 1. Cody singled his first time up, and there's a fly ball. Luke Brown cannot handle in left field, and will go for a double. Whether wind had a problem with that, or I don't know. A line drive off Jay Brown, and cannot hit the runner. And the throw down to and the ball cannot bounce, and
that's what the call was.
Yeah, it bounced and hit him, and that's
from Joey's viewpoint, he saw the ball hit the player, but he did not see the bounce.
And at second base is Kyle Castiller, and in the box his brother Nick Castiller. Next pitch into him is outside, so 1 run plated here for Kent's crew here in the bottom of the 5th. Fly ball to Gabe East in center, and it's nabbed for the first out. Gabe has 4 or 5 outfield putouts. And Bobby Stevens looks at a strike at the knees. Runner at second base is Kyle Castiller, fouled out of play down the third base line for strike 2. And the next pitch in is a ground ball. No play can be made. Trying to lull the runner at second base into thinking the throw was going to be made, but that did not work. Max Watlington in, watches the first one in there for a call, strike 1. 1 out, 2 runners on. Next pitch in, and Max chopped that and missed for strike 2.
Floater.
Max positioning his batting helmet. Next one is a little tap to the mound.
What
and
a play. Tough call. High goes to the run.
Well, I guess that's looked out from here.
It did look out.
As a commentator, we can comment on that. Bases loaded. Long foul ball off the bat of Gabe Board. Gabe is accounted for the only 2 Lion runs here. A 2-run homer in the first inning, just about at himself a grand salami.
Yes.
Next pitch in is low. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one in is a smash into left field.
Can advance the runners as well.
Hey, Bobby.
That's never a good idea, Joe. I think to throw a ball from 40 feet. 3 runs in so far.
Yes.
For the Kent's crew here. They tied it up here. And they still have a runner
Only 1 out.
and only 1 out.
Scoring position in second base.
And that's Gabe Board. One out here, next one up. A little outside to Ethan Hunt. And popped up. Noah Brown has it at second base for the second out here.
All right.
And Mason Myers and the 8th man come to bat here. Next pitch into him is hit him at the knees for ball. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. And Umpire ruling the ball did not, the foul tip caught by the catcher did not get a bob. And the next one, tap to the mound, over the first in time for the out.
But damage was done.
Yes, the Kent's crew actually got 4 runs in that inning. So Kent's crew has come back here with a 4-run 5th inning to take a 6-5 lead. And in the box is Tate Van Hoosier for the Tigers, getting late here.
Last inning here. Off the 6th. 8 runs.
Tate ground ball to third baseman over first in time for the out.
Play.
And Ty Ramey will be next up here. Swing and a tip, foul tip. Caught by the catcher, but only on the 3rd strike is that allowed. And same thing again, swing and a foul. Catcher didn't hang on to this one, but still didn't matter. 0-2 the count, and a little pop to the second baseman who has it.
All right, down to their last out, Bob.
Here in the 6th inning. Yes, and smash into the left field corner. John Davis.
That's big, keep him alive.
And Luke Brown.
There we go. Now this blanket is clean.
And the first pitch to Luke is wild. Luke, the last hope here for the Tigers. Watches a ball break inside the strike zone for a call strike 1. Luke
I don't think that's going to do anything.
did not agree with what Dono saw. And the same pitch comes in again. Again, the same result, a call strike, so 2 strikes. And foul ball down the third base line. And that's the third out, and that will end it here.
What a game.
Yes, a quick moving game. And
4-run 5th inning.
the Tigers not executing in that 5th inning, throwing some attempted balls 30-40 feet trying to nail a runner. I think that's proper strategy.
Ended up costing them 2 runs.
It gave them the cushion. And so that's game number 4 out of the way, and we can write down Kent's crew here.
Cinderella story right here.
That's Kentucky Wildcats.
And the 11U, the little boys is this way. Yeah.
Britain and Free Press.
Okay, so we got that.
Next game. Okay, so if they beat it, chance for a quick break.
All right, guys, we got another big game. Semifinal number 1 will be the Free Press versus the 11U West Kentucky Wildcats.
Play center, Dennis?
First semifinal.
Go play center.
Free Press and the Wildcats. Let's get this game started, gentlemen.
Britain and Free Press against the 11U
West Kentucky Wildcats, which features the Whittington kids, Luke Brown, or excuse me,
Let's
Luke
flip them
Parker.
up, boys.
And we'll see who's
Looks like Luke's going to be on the mound.
so the Free Press, I guess. We haven't had the coin toss yet, I don't believe.
Coach Dennis Hodge out there for the Britain and Free Press. It's on the disabled list.
On the maybe the 30-day disabled list.
Yeah, well, based on the results of the team, he may be on the permanent.
That could happen. Very well happen.
Strickler made it here. No longer plays.
I'm still not sure who's the home team here.
There's still a lot of buzz in the offseason and picking up Brandon Sigler.
With Brandon being Coach Hodge's son-in-law, that was almost a worked out deal. Foregone conclusion, you're right.
I think there might be some suspect though with that.
So the 11U Wildcats will bat first here.
All right, guys. Looks like the Free Press will be taking the field as the home team. And if you didn't know so, the Free Press have Carol Boyd playing for them this year. Mr. Boyd and his
we got him at first base tonight. We had him in the dugout last
picked up
night.
Brandon Sigler in the offseason trade.
There's a remark about that off-season trade. I'm not sure whether they're talking about Brandon or what.
They look to be warming up here. This looks to be a great semifinal game. Hope you're able to pick it up. If you're not able to come to the stadium.
As of now, the Wildcats are
our signal
2-1
broadcast on WPKY Online. Appreciate all the sponsors out here for the Jake Hodge Memorial Tournament. Big sponsor.
Yeah, we do. Without the people sending in their advertising monies, this would not be possible. And as we mentioned earlier in the cast, we've got our first football scrimmage coming up this Friday night. We're going to be out there with that. And the first pitch into Carter Whittington is off Kristen Prowell's hand. And reaching first base safely is Carter Whittington. Luke Parker in the box now, followed by Reese Oakley and 11 East. And the next pitch is swung on. The ball was carrying, but grabbed out there by the right fielder. Line drive to number 9. First out here, Reese Oakley.
What a play by the right fielder.
Excellent play. And the next pitch knocked down by Brandon Sigler over to Carol Boyd at first for the out.
Came off the bag ready to throw.
But the runner should have tested him. He was like me, can't throw it more than 15 feet, I bet.
That's right. This is a case where that runner should have went.
He looked menacing. I wouldn't have run either. 11 East in the box now. Runner at second base is Carter Whittington.
I'd say he was practicing in front of the mirror.
Just bagged one over the center field wall here. Wow. The 11U Wildcats take a 2-0 lead here. Nice. Something that was somewhat unexpected. You know, we little kids like baseball.
Brandon seems a little shaken up by that.
Center field, you good? Center field, you good?
When you're touched, torched by an 11-year-old, and they have that effect on him. Hunter Newsom batting, and he pops one up that Brandon will catch for the third out, but not before the damage is done by 11 East on a 2-run bomb over the center field wall.
Great 400, that's right. Great center.
So, 11U Wildcats jump off to a quick 2-0 lead here.
We got Rick Parker warming up on the mound. Threw the shutout earlier. Here comes Kristen Powell to the plate, starting off the bottom of the first.
And Briston looks at a ball.
Hey guys, let's hold on just for 1 second. I need a Free Press lineup. Dennis, did we get one?
Got a timeout on the field by the announcers.
I've got one.
Thank you.
Here's. Excuse me. And the fly ball down the right field line by Briston is nabbed out there by the right fielder.
Nice play out the right field.
So first out here, Josh Morris. And Josh looks at a ball. Next pitch into him is wide for ball 2. And the next pitch in is beautiful. I had been hacking at that one, Joe. You don't see one that pretty. Next one, same thing. Third baseman Ease makes the catch. Two outs here. Jeremy Wheeler.
I'm amazed with the discipline of this Kentucky Wildcat team calling that ball like that.
And you think, Joe, that what we've got right now in high school, a great senior class, great junior class, and a really nice supporting sophomores. Long fly ball to left field was caught out there by one of the Whittingtons. These kids are going to be able to play.
Look at this talent coming up.
All right, after one, it is 2-0, 11U Wildcats.
Little league coaches out there using frustrated football, baseball, soccer, and very fortunate to have been involved.
Exactly, and I think it doesn't matter what era you're in, but if you want to play and want to get better, you can do that, and these kids are showing that.
Oh, we got some other guests to the field. We got some talent, the Gator and DT.
You might have to give they might have to do the
with their presence. I hope that was a flash and not a. Well, there's what I expected, a bobble by the first baseman, Carol Boyd. I knew it was just a matter of time.
And next up is Coles Sloan. And a little tap is foul.
Called right away by Dino, or home plate umpire, good call.
Good look of all action here.
Nice knuckle ball by Brandon.
And the next pitch in from little look of ball again. Out at second, and no play at first. Owen Whittington thrown out at second. And the next pitch in.
All right, sure-handed Boyd on that time.
And Cade rolling around.
As I said, Bobo, we got some talent coming to the field, media talent, the Gator and DT.
Probably have some things we're working on for this coming up Friday. Will they be on the air this coming Friday?
They'll be on the air this Friday at 8 a.m. Maybe scouting some topics. I think they got getting a little jealous of our chemistry, so rightfully so. We could probably easily dethrone Gator and DT. No, there's no replacing those two.
And first up here for the free press is Brandon Sigler. Game's moving so fast, I'm having a hard time getting the lineup.
I know. I'm trying to help you, Bob, but I'm no good at this.
And it's bounding ball off for Lebanese at third base, and Brandon will reach via a single.
Yep.
And Chris Evans stepping into the box will be followed by Brad Gilbert. And a smash and nabbed out there in left field, line drive by maybe Hunter Newsom out there. I'm not real sure who that is.
I'll tell you, nice stayed with that win, like you said, making a difference.
Big win, Gus.
Line on that ball, see what it is.
Nathan Boone.
Little outside delivery by Parker, looks like one.
Carol Boyd. This pitch in is popped up and grabbed by the catcher. And Brandon tagging up at first, giving these young kids a lesson on how to be awake.
That's exactly right.
Nathan Boone at the plate.
2 out, but the goodness refresh is threatening.
Runner in scoring position trying to get on the board here. Wind beginning to blow a little bit. Great catch out there. Right fielder. Excuse me, left fielder on that one, rolling over and
Clearly affected by the wind. All of a sudden started diving. Looked like no chance for a play. But
these little kids are making some plays, though.
I am impressed. One of my finer moments through my years if I just played anywhere close to this.
Exactly. We're at the end of two complete innings of play here, and W Wildcats still lead this one 2-0. And Carter Whittington leads things off with a single here to start the third. He'll be followed by Luke Parker. Little kids are fast too.
Yes, that's the thing. They get it down
and beat it in the ground and run, yeah.
Throwing perfect plays that are going to get them out.
And we'll foul off here.
Brandon tied Luke up on that one, you can see.
Luke playing barefoot. Into center field. And a forced play at second. Only play when you see a ground ball in the center field will result in a force out.
Great throw, but great play by Josh out there on center.
Yes. Luke Parker reaches on the fielder's choice, followed now in Reese Oakley. First pitch to him is fouled back here.
That's a great slide.
And another ball comes in. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And we're getting some gusts now. And the next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 3. And so Lebanese step in the box. Levin responsible for the 2 Lebanese runs with a blast over the center field wall back in the first inning. Runner at first base is Luke Parker. Mr. Stigler's not giving this young man anything to hit.
Doesn't look like he's going to make him work for anything.
Doesn't like it. Swung and foul down the first base line.
That was high and tight inside, too.
Yeah. And the next pitch in is a bouncing ball. The second baseman up over to first. And Mr. Boyd hangs on to this one.
Yep.
So play goes 4-3. That's third out. And here in the top of the third inning, no runs. And at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it's still the Lebanese Wildcats leading over the Free Press. 2-0. Stepping in is Carol Boyd. First pitch is swung
now
on
batting
back.
Carol Boyd.
Looks like the Wildcats making a little adjustment in the field. Rightfully so. Southpaw Carol Boyd up.
Next pitch into him. And it's outside. And popped in the air. About 8 people composed around it and it's dropped.
A rare miscue by the Wildcats.
Any one of 5 kids that caught that one. They had a chance at it.
That was a little hard to play, though.
Carlson.
And Jaden Carlson is in the box. He swings, misses the first one. The next one is from Luke. He's ripped into the left field corner. And for a single.
Good.
Keller.
Fredonia Free Press threatening.
Carol Boyd at second base. And Gabe Keller is in the box. Does not swing on a attempting pitch coming in that hits the plate. And the next pitch in, lofted into right field, solid out there. Long throw to third base.
Nice play, though.
Yes.
Right field.
L.B.
And an
went
accurate
down,
throw.
bringing up Briston.
Didn't look like Boyd was getting off that base.
And that's when you throw has to be perfect.
Yes.
And the leadoff hitter, Briston Crowell, steps into the box. First pitch serves outside. Next pitch into her is inside. Luke working to the plate and lays down the right field line but out of play.
She liked that. She saw that inside pitch and she waited on it.
The eyes got big.
Yes, they did.
Next pitch in from Luke. Swung on and missed.
He comes back with that inside pitch. I don't necessarily recommended that. Oh, gives her a little smile.
And Luke ready for the 1-2 pitch.
Oh, tried to tie her up with a double pump.
With 2 strikes, I don't know where you take anything out. And here comes Luke, the next delivery. That is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yeah, that home plate umpires known to call anything
Now
close.
with 2 outs, bring up Josh Morris.
Don't lean into him either.
And Josh Morris, the hitter now. And popped up and grabbed by the catcher.
As we end 3 innings, still 2-0, West Kentucky Wildcats.
And heard the PA announcer. At the end of 3 here, it is still 2-0 West Kentucky Wildcats. Free press, not able to dent the scoreboard yet.
Now batting for the Wildcats,
And we're back around
Hunter
to
Newsom.
Hunter Newsom leading it off here in the 4th inning.
Wasting no time swinging at that first pitch.
And bounced down the third base line foul. The next pitch
Mom, you got any gum?
in from Brandon Sigler is lined to the shortstop, and the grab is made. 1 out here. And Keegan Sloan steps in. First pitch to him is down into the dirt, ball 1. Next pitch in from Brandon, swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one coming is ground ball to first baseman Bobbleman forward. And reflexes are too slow, he cannot recover and get over to make the play.
Infield hit for Sloan, bringing up Colin Whittington.
And the first pitch into Colin Whittington is outside.
Infield hit would be a very generous interpretation.
And pop up to the outfield, caught out there by Colin Whittington for the 2nd out. Fly ball to the right left fielder. And bouncing ball by Cole Sloan
That'll do it.
to the mound. He's thrown out at first base for the 3rd out here in the top of the 4th. Again, the Wildcats with no runs here, but by virtue of their 2 runs in the 1st inning, still lead this game 2-0. Stepping in for the free pass here in the 4th inning. Jeremy Wheeler.
Looks like there's some mouthing going on with the pitcher.
And Luke Brown still on the mound for the 11U Wildcats.
Emotions are starting to run high. They know the
The kids are beating them, and it's hard to take.
That's right.
It looks like Wheeler looking back at Dono daring him to call that one a strike. So.
I don't know if I'd suggest that as a
2-0, and the next one.
Yeah. Oh,
breaks wide for ball 3.
3 balls and no strikes. 18 Wheeler.
And Luke delivers, and that's ball. They call that one a strike. It was like that one bounced.
He's not going to let him sit up there much, I don't think, probably.
Next one.
Oh, that's a scratch. He's looking for that leadoff walk.
It's getting late for these guys, and they're reaching into the bat. Whoa!
Oh, that's strike 3. He leaned into it. Yeah, we might get our first ejection.
And next up is Brandon Sigler with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Luke shifting his defensive players wide hole up the middle. And the first one's wide. Actually not wide, it's too tight.
A little inside.
Yeah, off of Brandon's kneecap.
Here's last night's MVP, Brandon Sigler.
And the next popped up, and it's got a nice grab out there for the second base, and the ball was curving.
That wind was affecting that one, Bobo.
Benedict Sigler.
2 outs here. Free press. Stepping in is Chris Evans. Looking at the score sheet I took home last night, and he is one of the home runs leader in this arena. But a fly ball to the center fielder, not that deep. The wind held it up. And called out there by the center fielder for the 3rd out. And at the end of 4 complete innings of play here, we're still the Leadview Wildcats 2, Free Press nothing. First hitter up here, Roland is popped up to the shortstop, and who makes the catch? Next up is Carter Whittington, swings on the first pitch. Carter has a couple base hits in this game so far. The bounding ball, Sigler's up over the first in time. Left-handed snap.
There's some of that old skill coming.
Snare out there by Carol Boyd at first. Play goes 1-3 for the 2nd out here. And a line drive to Briston Prowl by Luke Parker will end the inning.
We move to the bottom of the 5th.
Quick.
2-0 West Kentucky Wildcats.
Free press. Wanting to get back and get those bats started.
Exactly.
You look for the free press. Gilbert, Boone, and Boyd.
Getting late here.
I have another question.
There's Brad Gilbert.
Mason Myers will lead it off here. First pitch from Luke is wide. Next pitch also wide. Count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. Luke lines and deals. Did not get above. Was caught by the catcher, a foul ball, but not above the batter's head.
Get your water. But I brought tea from the shower if you want tea.
Sure.
Next up, foul ball caught out there.
What a play.
Put out by 11 East at 3rd base. Bring up Nathan Boone.
Nathan Boone, 1 out here, pop to the 3rd baseman. 1 away, Nathan Boone. We're late here, bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out here for the next pitch in is inside for ball.
This is Nathan G. Boone. G is for Bowen.
And Luke Parker's pitch hitting, but was not leaning in over the plate. So.
We know the call. He's been leaning in.
Trying to soften him up a little bit.
And the next one from Luke, fly ball to the left fielder. He's there, has it.
Once again, that wind holding it up.
2 outs here. And Carol Boyd in the box. 2 outs here. Will be hitting from the left side. Popped up the first time. Bounding ball down the line is real fair. And first baseman fields it, steps on the bag. Goes 3 unassisted.
Knock that ball down.
It is still a 2-0 ball game.
And we are through 5 complete innings of play here. The 11U Wildcats, these little kids, still hold the lead. First pitch in to Reese Oakley is a tap back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time.
It was a lob to first. Brandon ran it pretty much all the way.
Brandon was doing a little teasing, it looked like there.
To get it to the sure-handed Boyd.
11 East, ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Throw to first. It can't be fielded. 11 is going to eat it out and be given 2nd on the overthrow.
That's something about those overthrows. That's the one thing about that. Like I said, you get that player.
Here's Hunter Newsom.
Hunter Newsom steps in. First pitch from him is low outside. 1 out with a runner at 2nd base in the person of 11 East. Next pitch in is fouled off by Hunter Newsom. See a little bit
Sweet
more action
tea
by
and
the
unsweet tea
wind.
at the concession stand. Feel free to get some tea.
And we'll tap to the first.
No force.
There's no force. He was on the base when he got tagged. I'm not sure. Oh, they did call him out.
They did. Maybe he got the tag on just before he got to the base.
And Keegan Sloan is batting underneath the reaching first on the fielder's choice. A little lofted pop down the third base line is going to drop down foul. Line drive into center field by Keegan Sloan, gets down for a base hit. And that aggressive base running may have cost him a run. Colin Whittington hitting now. One strike. And the next pitch into him. Popped up. The catcher's going to get it for the third out. Popped to two. Third out here. And this is it. This is the bottom of the sixth.
Fredonia plays Kent's Crew next.
Okay, and we've just been reminded that the next semifinal game will be the Fredonia boys against Kent's Crew, so let's see if the Free Press can do.
And we've got Jaden Carlson leading off here. The bottom of the Free Press lineup.
1-1.
Here's Jaden Carlson.
And the next pitch in.
Little trickery by Parker, but it didn't work out. 2-1.
And the next pitch in from Luke is swung on and missed. 2 strikes on Jaden Carlson. Set up for the foul ball now. Ooh. We're inside here for call ball.
Yep, he didn't lean in.
Next one. And diving stop. Catch by Luke Parker.
Here's Gabe Keller.
First one's down.
And Gabe Keller steps into the box. Briston Prowl on deck. First pitch in. To Gabe is swung on and missed for strike 1. Apparently we're out of zeros on the scoreboard. And the next pitch in. And call strike.
There's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Keller.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The next pitch swung on and missed for strike 3.
Down to the last out, Bob.
And Briston represents
are down to their last out
final
in what could
choice
be
here.
the upset of the
Wildcats are
history of the Jake Hodge tournament.
And Briston trying a future role move.
Oh,
Yeah,
herself.
Cut that out by throwing what Luke's doing, throwing
That
outside
outside,
here. 1-1 the count. Next one. Ooh,
Just a little low.
just a little low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next one is trapped out there at second base. And Briston has reached, giving the Free Press
Here's Josh
somewhat.
Morris.
Josh Morris.
Josh was a soccer phenom for Caldwell.
He looks like he's been an excellent soccer player.
I remember him well. Lightning fast.
As slender as he is, and yes, he is lightning.
Good footwork. See what he can do for the Free Press.
At least 2 balls, maybe 3 too. Yeah, 3-0. Next one. And strike 1 called. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Josh Morris. And Jeremy Wheeler into the box. And the first pitch is a ground ball, shortstop.
Don't call it an upset,
proportion.
What a game by the West.
And this game will end here with the 11U Wildcats winning over the Crittenden Free Press 2-0. And a lot of head scratching going on out here. And that's right, the 11U Wildcats have made the championship game here. Bunch of 11-year-olds.
Another factor cannot be underestimated. I mean, it cannot be underscored. That wind blowing in all game. Although one of the Wildcats went yard in the first inning, that held up, right?
So we can do the 11U.
This is for Kent's Crew the next game.
Yes, Kent's Crew. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, for our next semifinal match, we got Fredonia boys against Kent's Crew. And the winners of this game will be taking on the 11U Wildcats. So, wow. Turning out to be a exciting end of the day. Another exciting tournament out here at Busch Stadium. Once again, appreciate all people have come out and enjoyed the last 3 days.
Don't run off!
Appreciate all the sponsors of WPKY for allowing us to broadcast live and live broadcast the preview of what's coming up for our football season, soccer season. Bravo, you said we had the
We're going to see what we can get done with the scrimmage Friday night, and we'll try to get the number what these kids will be wearing so that we can just tell our fans what we're doing without worrying about what Butler County is doing, although we will keep up with what they have done through the air and on the ground. So we're looking forward to that, to get the season up, and then the following week we got the Coach Barnes show, then opening game on Friday night, and then the quarterback corner following Saturday morning. So football season right here on us.
Right here on us. Of course, you can get previews of the upcoming week's game, along with talk at the
you can sometimes see it kind of jitters.
Christchurch Sport Talk on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. So, a lot happening in Caldwell Sports.
That lives in
Getting ready to get started.
School comes back into session on Wednesday of this week.
That's correct. So,
and we're awaiting the coin toss, I presume, here, and we just got the lineup for Kent's Crew. I thought I had a lineup here for Fredonia. Maybe there it is. I thought we had that one. And I would imagine they'll keep their lineup intact.
I'll check with the Kent's Crew.
And I'll do a little ad lib while we're doing that. And Joe, you might take this and see if they
working right now.
And we're in our second semifinal game of the afternoon. It will be the Fredonia boys versus Kent's Crew. The winner of that game will beat the winner here just previously.
The new Fredonia.
You got it, sir.
Fredonia. Who you got?
He should have gave you Kent's Crew.
But yeah,
Too, Bobo.
you can't go past 66.
Yeah, that's the new Kent.
That's the new Kent's Crew.
Who else is the Wildcats will still be in.
Hang on to them.
Yeah, Wildcats are in.
Free Prince is
We're
out.
going to get started here in a few minutes. We're giving our umpires a break here just for a few minutes. I think we're going to be starting shortly. Just give us a few and take a little time to stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, want to go to commercial?
Yeah, I tell you what, looks like we're going to take a little break here
try.
at the ballpark, so we'll do that. Bobo, we'll go to a commercial break and give us a chance to get set up for our next game.
How long?
Let's just go for about 3 minutes. You know who the home team is here?
Turn this down. Turn y'all down. Oh, it's doing the weather intro.
Perfect. I'm gonna take a quick rest.
It's playing two things at once.
Good.
It's doing.
Find out who the home team is.
It's doing that weird. Kathy, Stork's doing that weird thing where it plays two spots at the same time. I'm trying to figure it out. There we go.
I don't know yet, Bob.
ABC News is all it'll be, pretty much.
I caught it like that, but it got stuck out.
Is that where that should be?
Yes. Leave that about right there.
Then when we come back, we turn this up, and this up too.
No, just leave that right there.
Just leave
Yeah, accidentally. Not paying attention. So how many more games are there?
this one and one more.
At least it feels good.
Huh?
At least it feels good.
Pretty good to have the news on while we're doing this.
I just hate it when Stork does that. Because it confuses everyone, both the listeners and the actual people. I still don't know why. Minute 30.
All right, guys, we got our umpires ready to go here for this game. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Any buddies?
Which buddies? Family or buddies? Okay, now no.
50 seconds.
All right, guys, here we go. We're going to get this thing going before the rain hits us. Joe, you might want to pack up, Joe. Joe, you might want to pack up. I think we got a little rain coming, so we're going to try to get this in as soon as we can, okay? All right, guys.
That was cool. You want to just stop the over-the-air broadcasting and just live stream?
Well, if we got rain coming, we're gonna pack.
Yeah, and yes, we'll be.
Did he say we're gonna? I might have missed.
He said they're now
Joe, you might
flipping.
want to pack it up. We got some rain coming.
Right.
And I'm looking for the...
All right, guys, this is semi-final number 2, the Fredonia boys, the Yellow Jackets, whatever you want to call them this year, versus the Kids Crew.
We'll just let it play.
Well, let's go. We'll keep playing and we'll just let them know.
We'll
Do you want me to get
work
that
hurriedly and
umbrella
get
out
him.
of the car?
Okay, we'll turn y'all up. Turn y'all up.
Did you not even go to church?
Welcome back here to Little Busch Stadium. The second semifinal game is underway here. And leading off for
We got rid of the riprap.
Ken Spear is Bobby Jean Stevens.
Bob, they gave us a quick update that we might have some weather blowing in, so we're going to broadcast as long as we can.
I said if we
If it affects us, we'll do our best to keep the stream going, but
Well, that's a little bit of rain.
clearly we might have to make an adjustment as we go along.
Bobby Stevens lost the fly ball nabbed out there by the right fielder.
I'm eventually going to find a program I can put the weather up on. I'm eventually going to find a streaming program I can put the weather up on. And player list where it pops up and it'll just scroll
Moving
through.
into the box for Ken
I'm
Spear
trying.
is Cody Belt. And Cody swings and pops it up. Cannot be caught.
Smart play. He advances to second. I tell you what, the catcher for the Fredonia boys came out though and made a great throw. Just hit the ground. Ford got him.
Cody Bell reaches on the air by the pitcher. And Max Wadlington in the box will be followed by Gabe Board.
Batting, Max Wadlington.
And Max hits one to the left fielder in the air and grabbed out there for the second out of the inning.
Okay.
And Gabe Board has already homered once. They almost had a grand slam in that game against the Tiger baseballers.
Took it out of the ballpark. Just a little foul.
Next pitch in from Craig White.
Now batting the deuce.
That's a little necessary.
And popped up again to the pitcher.
A little more sure-handed on that. No runs for the first half inning. Moved to the bottom of the first. So the boys pick up the bats. We have leading off.
We have Derek Perkins leading off. And Derek pops it up, foul, but not able to be grabbed. Next pitch into Derek is mashed in the left field over the third base's head. It's going to get down for a single.
Looks like we got a new set of umpires.
And a line drive to the left fielder by Caden Fralix.
Good play though.
And one out here. And Dylan Riley batting. Next one popped up. The catcher will get it for the second out here. And Billy Hooks looks at a strike call. And small on the next pitch. Oh, a wild throw to first. And Billy Hooks will be given second base, and Perkins is going to have to go back. They're going to give him.
Let's see what they're doing.
Oh, they've
Gentlemen, just to let you know, after 3 innings, if we do get rain, it will be considered a complete game after 3. Thank you.
And so out.
They wanted him home.
Okay, so we got Billy Hooks on the fielder's choice. Next one up to Craig White. And Craig lifts one to the left fielder, caught out there. But
the boards are going to score. Once again, Bob, we've seen it before. The importance of that, keeping that ball in that overthrow.
And there was no way that out could have been made. It's just you just got to eat it. So. And stepping up now is Nick Castiller. And swinging a foul ball here.
Sweet tea. They're bad, Reese. They're unsweet.
They're sweet tea there too.
It's not good, Reese. I just
Don't get enough sugar for her.
And again, Nick Castiller followed by Mason Myers. Next pitch in is outside.
3-1.
It looks like the count hopefully is right. It's a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
That might be good.
Trust the scoreboard sometimes. Oh, and strike 2. Count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Craig, next one. Fly ball to the center fielder, and he has it for the first out. And Mason Myers hitting from the left side, stepping in.
It's starting to blow out the right field again.
First pitch in to Mason, skied to, popped up to the second baseman. Looked like it would carry the outfield, but the wind
did knock it down a little.
2 quick outs here for the Kent's crew, and stepping in is Ethan Hunt. Excuse me, Kyle Crosby's in. Ethan Hunt on deck. 2 outs here, bases empty. Next pitch in is in the air, pops up, catcher nabs it.
Nice play by the catcher. I don't know if you saw earlier, that catcher made a wonderful play backing up first base. Smart, fundamental baseball.
You get so much further in any sport you play if you execute the fundamentals.
Outstanding.
So Kent's crew in the top of the second get no runs. Up here for Fredonia is Jerry Peak.
I thought that was Jerry.
They probably brought him up to AAA.
They brought him up right at the last.
He wasn't here.
Playoffs.
He wasn't here yesterday.
No.
And he'll be followed by Brent Jones. Brent with a home run in his earlier game. Peak swings and ground ball down third base line, goes foul.
Fortunately, as far as third strike, so 1 out.
Yes, 1 out. Brent Jones swings and fouls it at the foot of the plate, stays in the batter's box. Foul. And swung on and foul back. That's the third strike for him.
New home plate umpire.
And Kate Rowland is at the bat. He'll be followed by Bobby Tucker. The big little one, then the big one.
I'll tell you what, the little one's done an excellent job catching.
And he's a member of the Perkins clan. And nice swing.
Strike 2.
Yes, and the next pitch, swung and missed. Quick.
Quick inning, strikes out the side. All right, the Fredonia boys back to the field.
And so, at the end of 2 complete innings to play here at Busch, it's Fredonia boys 1, Kent's crew 0. Stepping in for Kent's crew is Ethan Hunt, number 9 hitter, swings and misses on the first pitch. Captain first baseman. Yes.
Sure-handed first baseman.
Ethan Hunt swing, ground ball, third base, over first at any time. Great play by one of the Perkins boys over there. Then we're back around to Bobby Stevens, top of the lineup, and foul ball down the third base line. The umpire to skip and down the third base line. Two set of umpires is Joe Van Hooser.
Joe Van Hooser down there. Nipple.
And at first base is Jeff McDaniels, and behind the plate, Joe East. And Bobby Stevens swings and misses. 2 strikes on him. Ground ball was short, over to first. Is in time.
Ball play. Nice execution there by the shortstop first base.
6-3 scoring.
All right, move to the bottom half of the third. Fredonia boys coming back to bat.
And leading off here is Bobby Tucker. Bobby Tucker with a ground ball to second, over first in time.
Chop that one down, Clark.
He was hustling down the line. He was in slow motion yesterday for a little while.
Looks like he's taking a break by the opposite.
And Jerry Perkins on the first pitch pops it up for out number 2.
Stretching a little bit.
And Caden Fralix in the box. Looks at strike 2 called. Getting really moving fast. And the next pitch outside for ball 1.
Let's keep things moving. We know we got weather coming in.
Yes. And Caden rope into the left field stands.
Line drive home run. Straight into Big Mac fans. The fans out there with souvenir.
Yes. And Caden will step on the plate. And the Fredonia boys now have their second run of the game. Dylan Riley into the box, swings and a foul back here.
Well, the only home runs we've really had today are those line drives, line shots.
Wind picking up here. Dylan Riley, a little soft liner to the third baseman call.
Got that run in though. Goes to the top of the 4th.
We
are
boys
able to add another run.
Yes, we
got 2-0. All right.
Fly ball moving in the right field.
The ball started off in center field. Headed over to the right. That's the type of wind we have out here.
That was Cody Belt that hit that one. Max Wadlington at the plate. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Ooh, close.
Got him.
And Gabe Board in. Looks at the first one low. And the next one inside again. Smash to the third baseman, Derek Perkins. Can't handle it.
They've been forced.
Will be followed by Nick Casteller. 2 outs here. First one to Casteller, swung on and missed. Let's strike 1. Ground ball to the third baseman. Over to the second baseman in time. Play goes 5-4 for the third out here.
All right, Fredonia boys defense able to keep the Kent's crew at bay.
4 at bats here for Kent's crew with nothing to show. We're heading into the bottom of the 4th right now. First up is Billy Hooks. Billy reaching for that one. And third right, Billy is out on strikes. First pitch into Craig White, apparently inside. Next pitch in.
2-1.
2-1. We can almost hear the umpire.
They're wasting no time bringing them in.
2-2 is the count to Greg Watts.
My partner's trying to keep the scoreboard.
I'm looking down, looking up, and 3 pitches have gone by. Popped up to the second baseman. He's under it, makes a catch. This will bring up the Fredonia Flash, Jerry Peak.
Legends.
The legend. First pitch, I'm not sure whether it's strike or ball, but it looked like there was a strike. He swung and miss. Again, the Fredonia boys leading 2-0 over here on 10th crew, and a smash in the left field by Jerry Peak. Jerry still has some wheels.
He has not lost a step.
He's got to be 50 plus.
I think he was quoted as being...
Brent Jones, line drive.
Nice knockdown. That's not going to cut it.
No.
Knocked that ball down, but...
Back-to-back singles here.
The Flash, Jerry Peak, was down at second.
Cade Rowland swings and misses. He gets connection here. The ball will go.
Okay, he locked him up with that inside. Cade locked him up with that inside pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on the bottom of the 4th. And got him.
Nothing to hang your head though.
Nothing.
We'll move to the top of the 5th.
Top 5 coming up here, and top 5 will be Mason Myers.
See if the Fredonia boys' defense can keep it going.
Mason Myers popped to the pitcher.
And that same look like Christian Kyle did. Leading down that first base line, but just popped it up. Didn't get left right.
And this is Kyle Castle.
What a play by the shortstop.
Caden Freilix.
I tell you what, that ball just over the hands of the jumping pitcher. Yes. Wonderful play by the shortstop.
Alex Stosby, a ground ball to the mound. Over to first is in time. Very quick
fastest inning yet, Bob. How's your hand doing? Purple tunnel before Bobo's.
I've got a cramp in my thumb here.
Can't write fast enough for how quick this game is going.
Yeah, we're ready with another batter here when they with the Fredonia boys, Bobby Tucker.
Big Bobby Tucker, a sure-handed first baseman.
Yes. Played well over there this tournament.
Yes, he
swings and pops it up, but the catcher cannot dive quick enough to secure it. I think we're 1-1 here, but I'm not sure. Next pitch in from Gabe Ward is bounded to the shortstop. Excuse me, the second baseman over to first in time. Back to the top of the lineup, Derek Perkins. Fredonia boys with a 2-0 lead here. First pitch in, looked good, but I don't see any right arm action. I don't know what the...
Oh yeah, we can't quite hear Joe. We know that one's a ball.
I think he called that one a ball. I think it's 2-1 here. And the next pitch in from Gabe swung on to the third baseman, knocked it down. Cannot make a play. Derek Perkins on by a single. Caden Freilix, who went yard last time up, is batting. Caden with a great defensive play in that prior half inning. Pitch goes low. The next pitch is popped, skied to the third baseman, popped up, and out.
I guess that works.
P5 on that. 1 out here. 2 out here.
That's the bat.
And Dylan Riley.
Dylan Riley.
And Dylan.
Are you cold?
And misses.
What? Feels amazing.
The wind blowing right in our face too. Next one to Dylan Riley, chopped down. Dylan Grubbs. 2 strikes on Dylan Riley. Runner at first base, Derek Perkins. And the next one, swung on and missed. That will end it here in the bottom of the 5th. Inning the decision coming up here for Kent's crew.
Yes, it is.
Fredonia boys with a 2-0 lead here. Ethan Hunt will be leading it off here for the free press here in the 6th. Ethan decided to switch his hat from front to back. Yes. Craig White on the mound. Fly ball popped up to the third baseman. Rally hat did not roll.
Hat just came out. Top of the order?
Top of the order and second place hitter, Bobby. The top of the line, Bobby Stevens.
Drive down the third baseline, just foul.
Foul ball. And the next pitch in from Craig Wyatt is bounced here at the plate foul. Goes off in the foul territory. 2 strikes on Bobby Gene Stevens. The next pitch in is going to be fair. Bobby Gene Stevens going to beat it out. Did not have enough backspin on it to get it out of bounds. So Fredonia, Kent's crew with a runner at first base. Cody Belt at the plate. I think they're slowed their bat speed.
Yeah, they looked like he was trying to just knock that down the third baseline.
Appeared to be that way to me too. Swing and a miss on that one. Cody Belt in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The next pitch in is a ground ball. Square out at first. We were bragging on Mr. Tucker too early.
First time, sure-handed Mr. Tucker. Well, okay. Hey, the crowd perks up here. Runners at the corners.
And center is going to be out at second.
Out at second. 1 run scores.
Got one.
2 outs with 1 run in.
Look who's coming to bat.
Uh-oh. There's highlight like we did last night. Gabe Board. Max Wadlington on at first with the fielder's choice. Next one in to Gabe, it goes low. Kent's crew needs this runner at first to be able to score to tie it. Pitch in. This could be it. It's a curving, and that will do it. Didn't have enough zoom to get out of here, and that's in the game here. And Kent's crew has been shut out here by the Fredonia boys, 2-0.
Yeah, they got the 1 run in.
Excuse me, you're correct. 2-1 is our final score.
Had the batter they wanted at the in the box too. Bob just
they had it set up.
Just got underneath it. That's that wind again. Wind blowing in. So
that would have, and that run is unearned due to Mr. Tucker's error at first base, but we're certainly not keeping it.
All right, we're going to get I'm going to go out and see what's going to go on with this game.
And I've got enough sheets left here for the.
Okay, it looks like they might start to get all right, King Parker's out there running the show. He's moving them along. No time to waste. We're moving to the championship game. We're going to get our lineups here.
Well,
looks like
is there anything on the ground here? A white piece of paper? I saw something fall off the table here.
Yes, here it is.
That was maybe.
All right, looks like the Wildcats are going to be the home field, so they're taking the field, and the Fredonia boys will be batting first. We're going to assume the same lineups.
We can probably get that as since we've begun.
Getting a few drops here. I might go get the big umbrella just in case we have any type of Frank come in so we can cover our electronic bubble and we'll let you
Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep things going here.
Oh, we have
a little sprinkle beginning to fall.
Where's the bottom? Because it's about to come down. Found it.
Good job, Greg. Thank you. All right. We're going to stay on here as long as we can. And here we're starting the game.
And Derek Perkins is leading off here for the...
There you go.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah. Well, as long as it's being held up, that can get everything out just enough.
Okay, Derek Perkins is now leading off. I think we got things somewhat covered here. Derek popped up, cannot be the play made by the catcher or the pitcher.
Shut down.
strikes on Reese. Runner at first base is Carter Whittington. Back half of the first inning, no score. Next pitch goes way wide.
Runner at first.
And I think Fredonia has a new catcher, Cade Rowland's mom's out there.
All right. 2-2.
One of the unique things, Cade Rowland had to choose between which team he wanted to play for. He was on both teams.
Oh.
And a foul ball. Mr. Oakley is out. And brings in Levin East. Levin homered earlier today.
That's right. It ended up being the winning run for the moving them to the championship game.
And so the next pitch in 11 is kind of popped, and Bobby Tucker under it and makes the catch.
Makes the catch.
Ends the first inning here. At the end of one, we're all tied. 11U Wildcats, nothing. The Fredonia boys, nothing.
A lot of those watching have taken shelter, but we're still broadcasting as they brought the shelter to us.
And that's we really appreciate.
A lot of people are going to hear the camera beeping because it's now plugged up and it'll see.
Craig Wyatt is hitting now for the Fredonia crew.
It doesn't report on there.
Next pitch into Craig is inside.
Looks like 3-1. All right, Luke.
And the next one, wow. Nabbed out there, twisting, curving.
Once again, that left fielder for the Wildcats, just sure-handed. Rain coming down on the field too, so just adds that element to the game. That slippery.
And the wizard, the phenom, Jerry Peak, is now batting.
Luke making a statement.
Yeah.
Drove one into his shoulder.
Next pitch in from Luke is fouled off the catcher. Foul ball.
Saw it right away.
Yes. Count goes to 1-1.
You got to love the energy level of these Wildcats.
We hope for 30 minutes of not too much rain here.
That's exactly right.
The way this game will move along. And the flash has just gone down Bios, the swinging strikeout. Brent Jones, who homered earlier here today, is in the box. First pitch in from Luke, tapped foul down the third baseline.
I have to imagine that rain's having an effect on that bat too, Bob. You're going to have to catch that ball right in the meat of the bat, I guess.
It's a skinny, skinny bat.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of fouls all of a sudden.
And ground ball to third baseman over to first is in time.
Play.
Wow.
I tell you, these Wildcats are impressive. He was flying.
Flying, and the ball, and the first baseman stretching, reaching, keeping his foot on the base, beat him by half a step.
Looking good.
And we're back here to the Wildcats.
Bottom of the second. First delivery, just a little outside.
And Hunter Newsom is the hitter. Hunter popped up on the infield, caught by Craig Wyatt.
Then the next turn of microphone.
And Keegan Sloan.
Actually worse.
Next up. Little outside on the first delivery.
If it goes to do it.
And the next one too far inside hits Keegan. He'll be followed by Colin Whittington. Sloan, swing and a miss. And the next one is popped to the second baseman, Billy Hooks, under it, and has it. Keegan Sloan is retired. 2 outs here in the the bottom of the second. And calling ground ball to Perkins. Bobby Tucker with a great stretch, and he's out.
Excellent stretch.
Excellent defensive play with these kids. Yeah, not only the kids, but the old men.
Yeah, the Fredonia boys making some nice plays. Well, just what you'd expect for a championship game.
So we're getting kind of deep here. It's the third inning. And this is...
Ooh.
It's Jerry Perkins' daughter, Roland, Mrs. Roland.
Okay, she did,
yeah.
She took a healthy cut at that first pitch. Looks like Luke came inside on that next one, 1-1.
Jalen, that's
very good.
Is now with 2 strikes. And by a ground ball, the shortstop. And she's gonna get second base because Bobby Tucker coming to the box now. Playing this game in a little bit of a sprinkle, not bothering anybody.
Nope.
And first pitch into Bobby, called strike 1. Fredonia be round to the top of their lineup with the next batter. Little pop, Bobby Tucker, and grabbed by the catcher.
Not quite high enough.
Oh, okay. So we're not. I thought when he raised his hand that was his high enough sign, but then a little chop foul down the third base line.
That's the third strike.
Bobby Tucker is retired. Brings in Derek Perkins. 1 out here in the top of the third. Foul swung on and fouled.
Luke's still throwing some nasty stuff up there, Bob.
He's loading up a spitball, I think.
Add that rainwater to it, and it came inside.
I haven't figured out why he's got his towel with him out there. I may ask him in the post-game interview. Ground ball to the third baseman. And no play is made. Jalen Perkins remaining at second base. And Derek reaching first base. Brings up Caden Fralix. Little infield pop to the pitcher. He's out. 2 outs here.
2 down.
And Dylan Riley. First pitch goes outside. And the next pitch coming in from Luke Parker, again way wide outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Luke putting an overhand top spin on that. Bounces it off the plate. 3 balls and no strikes. About to load the bases here. And
the green light.
Just barely foul. We had too many people in our line to see that.
Our umpire, Bobby East, had to duck down, and then he made the call as it went over his head. He watched it. Great position. I never realized he had that amount of limber in his body.
I'm sure he surprised himself. Next pitch is a called strike.
Caught that corner. Got a full count.
Yeah. Next pitch. Tapped in front of the plate for the third strike here.
Wow, Luke.
First one that scores here, Joe, may win this thing.
I tell you, that was the Fredonia boys and ladies were threatening there, but the pitching prowess of Parker was able to shut them down.
And Cole Sloan ground ball back to the pitcher. Craig White able to recover, make the throw. 1-3, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. The next one is, I think that's going to be Cade Rowland. Yeah. Nope. Where is it? It is Cade.
Yep.
Ground ball, third baseman. Throw to first.
Nice
in time.
Nice play.
He's showing a little bit of wheels on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Now we're back to the top of the lineup with Carter Whittington. First pitch into Carter is a called strike, one by the home plate umpire Donald McGregor. Line drive to the left fielder. Dylan Riley is there to corral it.
Looked like it had some promise.
It had started out looking good.
Knocked down.
And we're complete through 3 innings here of play at Little Busch Stadium, and we're scoreless. We're in beginning the top of the 4th inning.
Like you say, this could be a 1-run game.
Billy Hooks will lead it off here for the Fredonia boys. Ball 1 outside. Next one is a ground ball through the third baseman's legs into left field. And stepping into the box will be Craig Bryant. Craig skies one into the outfield. Carter Whittington
clear.
Out there. One out here. Rain maybe picking up a little bit in intensity. Jerry Teague. And a ground ball to the third baseman. No play at second and safe at first. And no runner will advance to third base.
I'll tell you, I think that was good discipline. Catcher backing it up. Good discipline not throwing that ball because they just really got a chance.
And the next batter in is Brent Jones.
Brent, your boys will be this side for too long.
Brent pops it up and foul ball. Cannot be caught. Puts the ground.
Think about it when you swing it back. Hey, don't think about it.
You got to get through at least 4. Smash in the left field. Going to bring home. Brent with a single. Scoring is Billy Hooks, and they actually tried to throw him and hit him out at the plate.
They made an accurate throw.
And got close.
Yeah.
And this is Jalen Perkins.
Down. That horse is good.
Best hitter we've seen all day.
Yeah. What a rip. Down the line, but a great play by the third baseman. Knocked that ball down, so they just hit to the corner.
2 outs and the bases are loaded, or first and second. And Bobby Tucker stepping in, swings and misses the first one. But Fredonia has a run here to take a lead. Luke. A little low.
I'll need to come out here and pick me up.
And the next pitch in from Luke. One on a miss by Bobby Tucker. And the next pitch is
a little outside.
A little outside.
Yeah.
You seen vehicle?
2 strikes on Bobby Tucker. Luke ball that's dry. And the pitch.
Famous Parker curve.
Yeah, and a change up at that.
Yes. All right, but the Fredonia boys are doing a little damage there.
The Wildcats might have to get on the board here, or this thing could be shortened. And
he stays with it and makes the catch.
And that was Luke Parker.
They were cheating it to the left side, and the right fielder had to make a phenomenal
The just wasn't with you, buddy.
And the pop to the third baseman by Reese Oakley. And 2 outs here and 11 innings. And this may do it here. Little fly ball to Brent Jones again in right field, and that's caught out there. I'm not sure what the protocol will be here.
Hey guys, let's keep playing.
We got to keep playing.
He don't care.
Yeah.
Get a quick weather check. Keep playing.
Quick weather text. It's raining.
Yep. All right. The official ruling is play ball.
Well, Darren's giving us a
And
whoa.
Wow, what a play. That ball was highest hit that I've seen today, so that had to be a tough play out there.
And that was Derek Perkins that did that.
Scoreboard's going well. Post game.
Just fouled off.
Caden Fralix is now batting here. We're in the 5th inning, playing through this steady rain.
Well, they're fixing it. What's the official score?
1-0.
1-0. Official score.
And ground ball. Whoa.
Throw
from the left fielder to first base.
Accurate as can be.
Yes, and caught by the first baseman. And Caden beat it out by step.
Yeah.
Little pop. Okay.
We're good, go.
Stay with it, boys.
2 outs. Billy Hooks is batting. Billy looks at the first one in there for call strike 1. And the next pitch on the way by Luke Parker is a little too tight.
A little bit inside.
Be a big run for them to pick up, or Billy could get it down. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. The next pitch by Luke.
I saw the knuckles going after him, Father. The knuckle ball. Got away from him.
And Luke is ready, working fast.
There's another one.
Down to the top to the first baseman. And that's the 3rd out here. And we're through 4 1/2 innings to play. Batting now in the bottom of the 5th. And Hunter Newsom will lead it off for the 11U Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, Hunter's made some outstanding plays out in the left field.
Showed off his arm.
Yes, he has.
First pitch in from Craig White. Still inside. And the next pitch is in the left field.
That's what you want.
Yes. And Keegan Sloan is now at the plate.
No wind at all.
And Keegan will tap.
Billy
Hooks cannot come up with it.
Tell you what, keep that ball down on the ground. It's tough to hit.
And Colin Whittington, the hitter now for the 11U Wildcats. Little pop to the right side. He's going to get down and not be caught. Retrieved over there by Bobby Tucker. Not picked up any intensity in the rain. Little pop to the second baseman, Billy Hooks, cannot. Forced out at third. That was
great recovery, and that was close.
Come on, boys.
You got to go, Cole, man. What you say, Vic?
And Colin Whittington. No, that's Cole Sloan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Okay, still just
runners at first and second, 1 out. And Cole Sloan swings and misses. And a bouncing ball, foul ball down the third base line.
Just foul.
Just foul.
got it, cold man. Hey.
Two strikes on Mr. Sloan. 2 balls also, 2-2. Next pitch in. Fly ball with Derek Perkins backs up and has it.
What did it throw? That's right.
He wanted to, but I think maturity said it. And this is Cade rolling.
Come on, Cade.
First pitch in the Cade. Whoa, the runner hit at second base.
He was off.
Somebody better control him because he was halfway to third when the ball got to the plate. A little fly ball called out there in center fielder by Jerry Peak.
Jerry the Flash made the play.
Slipping as he made the catch.
All of them, boys.
Okay. Out to the final inning, Bob.
And this is it. The 6th inning at hand here, and leading it off for the Fredonia boys is Craig Wyatt.
Hope this Wildcat defense stays sharp.
And Luke Parker delivers and fouled at the plate. I think once you get wet, Joe, in this kind of rain, you're fine. You can go all day long.
That's exactly right.
Except your equipment can't. And the next pitch is
smart
foul
play.
ball. Yes.
They let it go foul. I don't think they were going to get him.
1 out here in the top of 6th. Jerry Peak stepping to the plate. First pitch from Luke Parker. Called a strike. Dono's got a 21-inch.
Yes, he does.
Plate. Next one is smashed into left field.
I tell you what, we saw Jerry do that his first time.
The wheels. Smart move to bring him up from AAA.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's brought some life into this Fredonia group.
And Brent Jones will be in the box. Jerry Peak at first. First pitch from Luke. Bounding ball fair to the third baseman. And Jerry Peak going out at second base.
What a play by the Wildcats. Peak doesn't want to leave the base. He's looking at that umpire with disdain. But now he finally relents.
A great pickup and a really accurate throw.
What a play by the Wildcats.
Brent Jones at first base via the fielder's choice.
Oh, we might have had a base clearance. I mean, a dugout clearance.
Jalen Rowland pops out to the catcher to end the Fredonia boys' 6th inning.
Okay. Here we are.
This is make or break right here. And leading it off for the 11U Wildcats will be Carter Whittington.
Back at the top of the lineup?
Top of the lineup.
Okay. Top of the lineup for the Wildcats.
Craig Wyatt on the mound delivering his first pitch. Ground ball.
I tell you, just as we had said, field conditions are tough right now.
Caden Frelick slipping and losing his balance trying to field that one. And Luke Parker stepping in. Fly ball to Jerry Peak. Jerry able to corral it.
Yep. Good play.
Yes, curving away from him. Reese Oakley. Little fly ball again to.
Look at.
Come on, Levin.
Yeah, we'll see.
Little showmanship.
That's right.
Put it on the ground.
And 11. Ground ball.
I tell you what, you hit it on that ground, it's hard to. Hot potato. Those old men are having trouble getting down with
Two outs here, Hunter Newsom.
Let's go, Wildcats. I'm taking a side, Bob.
Yes. Swung on the first pitch to Hunter Newsom and foul back here.
So much for my color commentary.
0. No balls at 1 strike. Game on the line right here. Hunter swing. And what a fabulous play by all three. Derek Perkins' hand slashing into the left field corner and making the catch on the dive is Caden Fraley.
What a fantastic. I hate to see that end the game, but wow, what a play to end the game.
What a
athletic prowess
and
there.
What a tournament here, a 1-0 championship game, yes.
Just as you had said, you thought 1-1 would determine the winner, and here it is. 1-run game for Fredonia, boys and girls.
Yeah, we got the game in, and kids are happy. Grown-ups are happy. Yeah. Great game by the little boys. Love you guys.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding game.
11-year-old kids have nothing to hang their head over, for sure.
Absolutely not.
This is it.
That was the championship game.
Yeah, they had them on the ropes a little bit.
Let's see, are we going to have the presentation of the trophy before we go off the air? We appreciate this.
I think we are. I think we'll keep it here until tournament manager Ken Parker brings the trophy out.
Looks like he's doing so now, so we'll have the presentation of the trophy to the winners.
Ken Parker has it placed down now on the first baseline. And maybe picking up a little bit in intensity right now.
We're going to aim the camera to the...
Where is it? I can't see. Oh.
Meanwhile, the umpires are undercover in the press box, which is a smart move.
Looks like he's going to present the runner-up trophy first, I imagine. Why not? Let's see what he can do.
Maybe that's the most valuable player. I'm not real sure.
Okay, maybe that is.
We'll find we're not included in the post-game awards here, but maybe we can listen to. Maybe Ken has his microphone with him. Derek Perkins, the MVP here for the Fredonia boys. Well deserved.
Third base he played, Bob, and then, of course he was fast. Number of hits, fast as can be.
Really contributed to their win, as well as all the Fredonia boys. It's hard to pick a kid that excelled, but Derek was certainly in the mix. Caden Fraley we saw with some
outstanding
defense, yeah.
He certainly could have made a pitch for it, but especially that last play he made. Outstanding.
And then we have the championship trophy being presented. And
$33,000 raised.
In excess of $33,000 for the Jake Hodge Foundation. Man, what a wonderful, marvelous. In the rain, the good Lord kept the rain at bay.
And added a lot of excitement for that final game, you know, with the rain. So, wow, what an outstanding weekend.
Accidentally hit record.
The Fredonia boys standing with their trophy, as you can see on your screen.
With the Hodge family.
I love the video right there.
And the Hodge family, the Parker family. And whoever brought us the tent over here, we certainly appreciate who that tent belonged to.
Please don't shake it.
Well, on behalf of the Jake Hodge Foundation out here broadcasting at Little Busch Stadium, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Appreciate Bob Hayes jumping in with us, and Darren, our technology guru. On behalf of WPKY, your local station, thank you and hope you enjoyed. Bob, any final thoughts?
Just echo your thoughts, Joe. I appreciate the sponsors for doing this for us and for Darren's ability to get this thing work, for the tent over us, and for your commentary. It's been fun. This is always fun. One of the things I look forward to every year. And join us this coming Friday night as WPKY begins our high school football season, and we'll be at Tiger Stadium with the scrimmage, some of the scrimmage game. I'm not sure how they're going to operate it. but we welcome you to join us on the radio. And for this, we appreciate you giving up your time listening to us this afternoon, and we'll be joining you again Friday night. So long from Little Busch Stadium. Good night.
Who was the MVP?